How's it going, guys? My name is Eric von Wilderman, and welcome back to... Just kidding. I'm just here for the literature. I love books. What were we talking about again? Yeah, I'm sure we'll know. I should be taking my mind off this whole thing anyway. Oh yeah, Sayori was feeling sad because we told Sayori that we would rather walk home with Yudi. We would ditch her. Oops, I feel a little bad about that, but whatever. Whatever, Sayori, it's because I love Yudi. She's my bae, okay? You're my childhood friend. I don't think of you that way. I'm friend zoning you, alright? Okay, everyone. After some time passes... Oh, wow, she's not talking anymore. Monika calls out to the club room. Why don't we share our poems now? Before I know it, everything is back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems, and I do the same. Make eye contact with Monika, and she smiles at me. I wonder what she was talking about with Sayori. Monika is up to no good. I already know that, because she's weird. She said that thing about make sure you always save your game, and it like really screamed out, I don't know, really screamed out to me. It was kind of weird. You know, why don't we choose her first this time, because she's weirding me out. Let's get down to this. Hi, Van Wildenbed. Oh my god, my foot really hurts. I'm gonna tell you this right now. I said this on Twitter, but I slipped on some stairs today, and like a huge chunk of like my big toe like ripped open, and you could see my bone, and it was really deep, and I had to go get stitches, and it was a big ordeal, and I'm getting shooting pains through my foot right now. Whatever. Monika will take my mind off it. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people, I'll have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure, but whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It would also make me happy to see. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure. See, even Van Wildenbed is getting a little skeptical. I let Monika take the poem I'm holding in my hands. Your style's gotten so refined, Van Wildenbed. Yudi's been teaching you a lot of things, hasn't she? Oh yeah, and I've been teaching her things too, like the language of love. Well, I guess so. Yeah, I've been noticing how much time you spend with her. I think I've heard her say more words these past couple days than she's talked in the whole year. Not sure how you did it, but that's pretty impressive. Well, she just needs some patience and a way to talk about all the things in her head, I guess. I'm still getting the hang of it myself. You're certainly putting in a lot of effort. You must really like her. That's... It's awfully suspicious, you know. Spending time with her in the club room every day, reading that edgy novel with her. Well, I just feel bad that she has a hard time socializing. It makes me want to make sure she doesn't spend all her time alone. Besides, the novel isn't too bad either, you know. Alright, I get ya. Just be careful, alright? I know that Yudi isn't used to opening herself up, so if something bad happens while she's vulnerable, then it could be really hard for her. Her books aren't a total escape from reality. They're just a bandage. You say that like I'm going to hurt her. Sorry, I didn't really mean that. If anything, she might accidentally hurt herself. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright? She might accidentally hurt herself, huh? I think all these girls that are in the club, they have a little bit of something wrong with them. Monika obviously has something that's much worse than her, than the other girls, but the other girls, you know, Sayori looks like she's depressed. Yudi looks like she might self-harm herself or something, you know? I don't know, she's edgy, she likes knives, who knows? Well, the poem she was reading had a lot to do with knives. I don't know. Anyways, whatever, I'm sure we'll find out. The lady who knows everything, an old tale tells a lady who wanders Earth. The lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather. Lost adrift the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day I search. I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains. The last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky. Until one day, the wind ceases to blow. I fall, and I fall and fall, and fall even more, gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I am thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend. Your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. Interesting. I don't really know what to make of that one. But let's hear them talk about it. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sorts of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical already. That's pretty philosophical. But it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. Interesting. The meaning, yeah, she was trying to find the meaning. The legend was the meaning. But there is no legend. I see. I never really put much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical. Because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? You know, there's one thing I noticed. Seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Are you surprised? That's not really sad, it's more philosophical. I wouldn't really call that sad, though. I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you know that better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional? Oh yeah, that. Anyway. Two-dimensional, because we're playing a visual novel, right? She's breaking the fourth wall again. Two-dimensional. I'm on to you, Monika. Here's Monika's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good or okay or bad, they'll want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay, Yudi next, obviously. She's my bae. Hey, Yudi bae. Van Wildenbed, your writing has only improved in these last few days. Every poem you've shown me has been nothing short of spectacular. I can really feel the emotions. I'm a little envious even. I don't think it ever came to me this naturally. Yudi, that's the wrong way to put it. This never did come naturally to me, but I've been able to improve so much thanks to you. Baby! Don't put the baby part, she would get embarrassed. You're really the example I was chasing after. Is that so? Yudi gently smiles to herself. This feeling. I'm so glad I got the chance to share my writing. I never thought it would feel like this. I remember you mentioning that yesterday. I can't believe that you're so good at something and you've never even shared it with anyone. It's kind of a shame. Maybe, but it's not like I really had a choice. What do you mean? Well, Yudi smiles sadly. Van Wildenbed, during lunchtime, I eat by myself. Did you know that? It's a great time to find a quiet spot to do some reading. In fact, I always have some books with me. You would say I really enjoy reading. Yudi, we know that, alright? Well, that's one way to put it anyway. But maybe you're trying to escape reality too much, is that it? Books are so full of amazing and inspiring people. People you want to fall in love with. Or people you just know would make a really good friend. Are you trying to say that I'm the first person you ever met that you fell in love with or wanted as a really good friend, Yudi? You can say it, come on. Don't go this whole roundabout way, just say it to me. I'm ready. Cheerful people who always put a smile on your face. Or deep thinkers and problem solvers who discover the mysteries of life. So when you look at it that way, I'm surrounded by friends every day, you know? And those friends don't laugh at me. They don't tease me for spacing out all the time. They don't make fun of my body type. Well, you know what? People that space out all the time, that's not a bad thing. Creative people do that all the time. Alright? And they don't hate me for acting like a know-it-all. People say that about you? I'm not a know-it-all, Van Wildenbed. It's the opposite. I don't know anything. I don't know how to talk to people. I don't know how to make people see me as normal. I don't even know how to make myself happy. I have all these feelings, and all I can do with them is read and write. But it wasn't until now that I started sharing it with you that I really understood what was missing all this time. But I haven't really done anything. No, that's wrong. Just being patient and respectful, that's really important to me. I know I'm a difficult person, Van Wildenbed. I speak too slowly. I second-guess myself all the time. I read too deeply into things, but every time, you've always treated me just like anyone else. It's so rare that I feel comfortable with myself when I talk to others. But that's why every time I talk to you, I just feel really happy. I see. Well, I treat you how you deserve to be treated, Yudi. If other people don't see it that way, then screw them. That's right, I'll beat them all up. I mean, I joined this club hoping I would make friends. but instead I found a lover. Okay. God, I'm trying to fill in the gaps of what I would say, alright? That's why all these girls would hate me, isn't it? And I would say I've had at least one success, wouldn't you? If you put it that way, yeah. We really are friends now, aren't we? Yuri pats her head in her hands, or puts her head in her hands, but this time she's smiling as she does it. Do you want to show me your poem? Yeah, I do. Let me get it for you. Ghost Under the Light Part 2. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. In the distance, a blue-green light flickers. A lone figure crosses his path, the silhouette obstructing the eerie glow. My heart pounds, the silhouette glows closer, closer, closer. I open my umbrella, casting a shadow to shield me from visibility. But I am too late. He steps into the streetlight. I gasp and drop my umbrella. The light flickers. My heart pounds. He raises his arm. Time stops. She's talking about me, isn't she? The only indication of movement is the amber light flickering against his outstretched arm. The flickering light is in rhythm with the pounding of my heart, teasing me for succumbing to this forbidden emotion. Have you even heard of a ghost feeling warmth before? Giving up on understanding, I laugh. Understanding it's overrated. I touch his hand, the flickering stops. Ghosts are blue-green. My heart is amber. Whoa! You coming on strong, Yuri! But I'll take it. I'll take it. I know. Finishing the poem, I start to hand it back to Yuri, but instead of taking it from me, she looks away. Do you dislike it? No, of course not, but I totally know it was about me. I just don't really know how I should respond. Despite Yuri's poems usually being cryptic, it wasn't hard to figure out what this one was about. I don't know if I'll be able to explain this one. That's fine. I understand this one. Now she's embarrassed. Yuri is having an even harder time speaking than usual. Does this one mean a lot to you? Yuri nods. I'm not really good with words, but I'm happy that you shared it with me, so thank you. And I hope we keep spending time together. Despite my inability to make eye contact, I see a faint smile emerge on Yuri's lips. I once again try to hand the poem back to her, but instead Yuri gently takes my hands and pushes them back towards me. That's so adorable! It's so cute! She like wrote a poem about how she loves me. And then she's like, you take it. Isn't this the cutest thing in the world? It's like, it's an adorable overload. I'm gonna explode. Oh my god. That's like, it's so cute. I can't. I just can't even. I hesitate in response to her warm touch. You can. The poem is... Once again, Yuri fails to form a complete sentence. You mean I can keep it? Yuri nods. I'd love to. Again, Yuri faintly smiles as if she doesn't want me to notice. You always make me feel nice. I know I'm not good with people, but I hope that I can return the favor sometimes. Yeah, don't worry. I think you do a good job. Yuri finally turns back toward me. I guess we should move on before Monika says something, but I'm sure we can talk later. Yeah, I'm sure we will. With that, Yuri timidly smiles at me and I return to my seat so I can put her poem away. Let's talk to Sayori next, because Natsuki, screw Natsuki! Sayori, I'm worried about you. You were pretty depressed earlier. It's nice, I guess. Come on, I already tell you don't like it. Well, that's because Yuri likes it. You don't need to worry about what I think. Oh, no! After all, you wrote this for someone else, didn't you? Probably Yuri. Huh? I didn't write this for anyone specifically. Maybe. It's not really what I meant, though. But it's okay. It's because it's Yuri's style. You're making new friends, just like I was hoping. That makes me really happy. You're lying. And you're happy too, right? In this club? Well, of course I am. Good. That's all that matters to me. Thank you, Van Wildenbed. Sayori, is there something wrong? Huh? No, nothing. I'm just a little tired today. Alright. Come on! You should prod it a little bit further, alright? Let's get it out of her. You were childhood friends. We gotta talk about this. You know, if she loves me, she's gotta tell me so I can just outright reject her, and then we can just put this behind us, and we can keep on being friends, hopefully. Just tell me if you need anything. I will. Don't worry about me, okay? You can go play with everyone else now. If you insist. Yay! I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. Sayori? Tell Monika I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I can say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom humming to herself. We should probably go after her. I mean, I think Yuri would understand if we explained it to her. She's gonna go home early. She was really depressed. I think she's, like, super sad. Anyways, Natsuki. Oh, we didn't even read Sayoti's poem. She didn't even give it to us. Hey, Natsuki. Meh. I guess you really haven't learned anything after all. I'm writing in Yudi's style, you know? Honestly, I don't know why I got my hopes up in the first place. What? I didn't think this one was that bad. What did I do wrong? Poems don't need to be all deep sounding to express something. It's going to just sound like you're forcing it unless you really don't suck at it. Honestly, don't bother trying to write poems like this until you're on Yudi's level. Natsuki stopped short all of a sudden. Don't tell me! Eh? You're not just trying to impress Yudi, are you? Busted! Well, what are you talking about? And keep your voice down. You know, Yudi would love this kind of angsty. Just because she's a talented writer doesn't mean, I mean... Woo! Looks like I'm in trouble. I somehow struck a nerve, though what I did is beyond me. I am so done with you! Natsuki shoves the poem I handed her back over to me. Take your stupid poem! If you wrote it for someone else, just don't show it to me! Ouch. This is what I get for letting a younger girl step into my business. Unless I was a mind reader, I was destined to be in a world of pain from the start. At least Natsuki wasn't really the girl I was trying to impress in the first place. Exactly. Hell yeah, we're alright. Okay, you three. We're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out... Hold on a second! Is it just me, or did you say something strange just now? Eh? Something did sound a bit unusual. You three is what she said. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez! Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yudi isn't immune to it. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. In your books, maybe. Look, the only thing different is that Sayori isn't here. Ah, it seems you're right. Sayori always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around. Where the heck did she run off to anyway? I thought she just went to pee. Natsuki, please show some decency. Oh, come on! Ah, she actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early. Is that so? I hope she's alright. Seriously? Of all the times to not go home with her, you pick the time she's not feeling well? I said the same thing! Natsuki, that's the first time we've agreed on something. You're her childhood friend, Van Wildenbed. You should have gone home. So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. No. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. Huh? That curious expression coming from Yudi, of all people. Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier, and everything is fine. What did she say? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations, so let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing! That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes. But we might need a lot of them, and different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted! And as for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sayori will be helping me design them. And as for Yudi... Yudi, you can... Guys? Can you help me come up with something for Yudi? I'm useless. No, you're not. It's just... I mean, your whole life is literature. And, like, you're gonna be presenting a poem. You don't have anything else other than that, but you're really good at what you do, Yudi. No, that's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know? Oh, Natsuki didn't like that. Now Natsuki's pouting too? Jeez, even I can tell now. I guess I never gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around. That may be the case. But if I can't also be a leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So Yudi, you have beautiful handwriting, you know? So you should make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere. Atmosphere? About that, I love atmosphere. Yudi's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk in focus and starts nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great. You'll be a wonderful help, Yudi. But anyway, that just leaves you, Van Wildenbed. The one who is truly useless. Don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yudi have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It would probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You can always help me out as well. I would be really appreciative of that. Is Monika suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my club members? How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that? I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help. Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give to you. That's why I'm not gonna help you, Natsuki. It's not like Monika's going to give me a choice. You shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own. Wow, Yudi's really fighting for my attention. Van Wildenbed may not like to be around if you only make him out to be a nuisance. So therefore, he may be more suited to assisting with the decorations. Hold on, I never said that! How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you're just making excuses for Van Wildenbed to... What are you saying? It will be extremely meticulous work. And baking isn't. Just what do you think? Guys, let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Van Wildenbed to decide how he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten the chance to spend any time with me yet, you know. So I'm sure he's interested in... You literally just said... I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I was just saying, though. Jeez! Can we just settle this already? Yeah. Van Wildenbed, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Ah, of course. Humph. Very well. In that case, everyone looks straight at me. Oh my god! Save the game! That's a saving moment. I could spend time with Sayori to make sure she's okay. Because, you know, they did say something terrible was gonna happen. Although I could just say screw it and spend time with Yudi and be with my bae. But I should choose one of them to help, though. Oh my god, this is a hard decision. I mean, process of elimination, definitely not Natsuki. Monika is weird, and I think I should find out what she's up to, because there's more to meets the eye. More than meets the eye with Monika. Should I spend time with her and find out what's up with her? Or should I go spend time with Yudi, my love? My poem bae. Or Sayori, because she's my childhood friend and I'm worried about her. I mean, in real life, I would go with Sayori. In my game life, I'm saying go with Yudi. I'm saying go all the way, baby. But you know, spending time with Sayori might, if she knows we really like Yudi, it might make her sad just being around her and like, you know, I know we're gonna have to break it to her at some point that we're just friends. Let's just go with Yudi. Screw it, I want to spend time with Yudi. She's super adorable. The whole giving me the poem thing, that was like, it was too cute. Well, I'll probably be the most useful helping out Yudi. Me? Are you serious? Why would you? Natsuki, I can already tell you're about to say something mean. No! I was just saying! Ah! So you'll be helping Yudi then, Van Wildenbed? Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm glad. I have a bad habit of overthinking these sorts of things, so I think your assistance will be very useful. That's great to hear. Natsuki, will you be able to handle the baking yourself? I mean, yeah! I already said it'll be fine! Okay. Everyone can tell that Natsuki is feeling a little sour. So, is that everything we needed to go over? Yeah, that should be about it. Are you guys excited? Well, excited may not be the right word, but I suppose I'm looking forward to it a little bit. Do you feel the same way, Van Wildenbed? Me? I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it'll turn out. That's good enough for me. What about you, Natsuki? Natsuki. What? Why is everyone yelling at me? I didn't even do anything. No, that's not what I meant at all. Yudi anxiously glances between everyone in the room. I'm sorry for this. I don't really know why Van Wildenbed picked me. And also, your cupcakes are the best cupcakes I've ever had. They go really well with my tea. And nothing that I do for the event will compare to that, so... I get it. I'm kinda surprised, though. Why? Well, I'm the one acting immature. I already know that. But you're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden. I know I'm not very good at it. I'm sorry if I said something bad. Natsuki isn't the only one surprised. Monika and I are also taken aback by Yudi's words. When she already has trouble with words, trying to cheer someone up must be far out of her own comfort zone. But I begin to understand. Yudi was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell that she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. Because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. No! I kinda appreciated it. I'm sorry for making a big deal out of everything. But I'm gonna say this. Uh-oh. You better bet that my cupcakes are gonna be the best part of the whole event! Ah, I believe in you. Yeah, I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today. So I guess it's time for us to head out. Alright, let's get out of here then. Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monika and Natsuki out the door as they chat between each other. Huh? I turn around. Sorry. I noticed that you don't have any way of contacting you this weekend, or I realize I don't have any way of contacting you. Oh, you're right. I can't believe that slipped my mind. I guess I'm gonna have to slip you my digits. Should I give you my phone number? I think that would be the best way, yes. Alright then. You and I exchange phone numbers. Okay. Then I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday. Huh? My house? Is that a problem? No, not at all. I just thought that I would be the one going to your house since I'm the one helping you. I suppose that makes sense. But if you don't mind, I think I would prefer going to your house. Alright. In that case, it won't be a problem. I decided not to press Yuri for a reason. It's not like it should matter much either way, so I'll just need to make sure my room is clean. I bet her room is dirty, that's why. I hope I managed to make myself useful in some way. Sometimes creative people have really messy workspaces. They just work better that way. And I could see her having a messy workspace. I'm not nearly as creative as you are. Don't underestimate yourself, Van Wildenbed. I think that will make a very productive team. Even if you only chose me because you felt bad or something. Wait! You don't actually think that, do you? I don't know. It's difficult to come up with any other reason you may have chosen me. You're forgetting the one reason with the most common sense! I chose to help you because that's what I want to do. But... Yudi thinks to herself with an extremely tense expression. Yudi, you're overthinking this. You wanted me to point out when you're overthinking, right? I didn't realize. I'm telling you I want to. That's all there is to it. Do you believe me? Yudi thinks really hard again. She looks straight into my eyes for a long while. I believe you. As if it took her tremendous effort, Yudi finally says that and then relaxes her expression. And I'm really looking forward to Sunday. Yeah, I am too. After that exchange, I make my way out the door and Yudi follows. I can't believe this. Yudi is going to be coming to my house on Sunday? My anxiety shoots through the roof. Even though I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point, there's no telling what might end up happening when we're outside of school. More than that, she told me that she was looking forward to it. Is this the chance I have to make something happen between us? Yes, it is, baby! Or is it too early for that? No! No, it's not. Come on, she wrote us a poem, man! Only time will tell. But until then, I won't be able to take my mind off it. I seriously can't wait. Hell yeah, but we should probably check up on Sayori on the way home. It's already Sunday. Did you not check on Sayori yet? I've been getting increasingly anxious about Yudi's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. Yudi is clearly an introvert, and also an intimate person in general. There's no doubt that she'll open up a little bit when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, we've even been texting occasionally. She was extremely apprehensive at first, but it wasn't long before I was already learning more about her. But putting Yudi aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sayori since she left the club early the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori said and what Monika said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me? I decide to visit Sayori before Yudi comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering it myself. Again, we used to play so often that we've made it a habit of simply entering each other's houses like we were family. Cool, the house is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange of her not to run down and greet me. I head up to her bedroom where I finally find her. Okay, Sayori? Hi, Van Wildenbed. I sit down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? So we've been drifting apart too, is... Maybe she's sad because maybe she didn't love us, but we're focused on Yudi now, and because she thinks we're gonna be like an item together with Yudi, she's like, oh, you know, Van Wildenbed's, he's not gonna have time for me anymore, and she's like sad about that, right? Because we used to play with each other all the time. I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayori's room is as messy as it's always been. I also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she's had for years now. If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. It's because I end up cleaning it for you. How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Yudi today? Yeah, but... Wait, how did you know that? Sayori had already left by the time we decided that last meeting. Monika told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? Ah, that's true. But what about you? Aren't you gonna be helping Monika today? Of course! But I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. Ah, so it's just me and Yudi then. Yep. There's more silence between us. Sayori stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing. After you left on Friday, when something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So... Sayori smiles, shaking her head. That's no good, Van Wildenbed. Huh? Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been so worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have even been thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me. Oh, that's sad. Sayori. She's really putting on like a happy front, but she's obviously not. I grab Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Aren't you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Sayori gives me an empty smile. You really put me in a trap, Van Wildenbed. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori? You're really just gonna make me say it, aren't you, Van Wildenbed? I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and caring to waste by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like. That's why I just want to make everyone happy. So yeah, I said that in a previous episode. She sacrifices her own happiness for others all the time, and she really does. Because she puts on like a really strong, happy front, but she's really sad on the inside. And that's why she talks about happiness so much. She writes happy poems to make it seem like that she's a happy person when she's really not. That's pretty deep, actually. Without anyone worrying about me. I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time that I've known her? Did she really want so badly for me to just not think about her? Why, Sayori? Why is it that you've never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much that I could do. I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do is tell me. You don't understand at all, Van Wildenbed. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you wouldn't have to waste effort caring about me, instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes, but it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then, I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club, it feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why. That's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. You're right that I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do. No, Van Wildenbed. There's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped is if everything could be like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. Tears streaked down Sayori's face. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish. And I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. Now you came here and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. That's why I'm going to accept these punishments. Because I deserve every last one. Without thinking, I once again grab Sayori's shoulders. This time I pull her into a tight embrace. Van Wildenbed. Sayori, I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. Please never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way. Van Wild in bed. Sayori isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain at her sides. She starts sobbing next to my ear. No, don't do this to me. Please don't do this. Van Wild in bed. Sayori barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but all I want is for her to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. And if there's anything that you need me to do, then you better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. I don't know. Gently, Sayori finally puts her arms around me in return. I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, Van Wild in bed. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm. That's really scary too. Sayori lets me go. As she does so, I let her go as well. The festival is tomorrow. Yeah. It's gonna be fun, right? Yeah. How would you like for me to spend it all with you? It's what I want, I promise. I think that would be nice then. Yeah. Sayori wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel. No, don't. Please don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you. But it's almost time for Yuri to meet me at my house. At the very least, you want to come along and help out? It would be fun. To my surprise, Sayori shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know if that would be very good for me today. You understand, right? It's kind of hard for me to fully understand, but I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. So she does really love us, I think. And so that's why she didn't put her arms around us. And that's why she was really apprehensive. She's like, don't do this to me. Like, I love you, but... Oh my god. But maybe, I don't know. Maybe it just is the depression. I mean, obviously the depression is what's making her super sad, like, every day. But then also the new event is that, you know, she's seeing us with Yuri. And she thinks Yudi's gonna replace her as a friend or as a lover. Not too sure about as a lover yet, but definitely as a friend she's worried about Yuri replacing her. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Alright. I look forward to it. I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy. But it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Yuri is about to come over too. I think Sayori is right. I shouldn't be worrying too much, and we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. Cool. As I approach my house, I see something that makes me feel a moment of panic. Yuri? Thank goodness. You're a little early. I'm sorry I wasn't home yet. Were you waiting for a long time? No, I just got here. But I started to get really nervous when nobody answered the doorbell. You always could have texted me. If I had known, I would have reassured you and hurried on my way home. I suppose that's true. I didn't think of that for some reason. It should be common sense to do that, but I decided to ignore it. Anyway, let's go inside. I see you brought a lot of stuff with you. That's right. And did you manage to find everything I asked you to buy as well? Yeah, pretty much. At least, I hope I got everything right. I'm sure it will be fine. I take Yuri to my room. Your room? Oh, shit! First thing she does is glance around curiously, which makes me feel anxious. It's so clean. I cleaned it before you came over, so... That's very considerate of you to do. Ah, no. I would be really embarrassed for my room to be a mess while you were here. Well, I do enjoy cleaning. I would have gladly helped you clean. Ah, that would be even more embarrassing. Wait, don't look in there. I snatched Yuri's wrist, which was in the process of opening a desk drawer of mine. I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking for some reason. She wants to check what kind of books I have, but it's really all just manga. I know. I was just spacing out. It's fine, it's fine. I let go of Yuri's wrists. She puts both of her hands firmly in her lap as if making sure she's keeping track of them. So, should we get started? Yes. I have a few things planned that you can help with. Decorations and other atmospheric enhancements. Atmospheric enhancements? You know, mood lighting, aromatherapy candles. Oh, wow! I didn't know you planned on taking it that far. Aromatherapy candles? That sounds a little romantic, don't you think? I want to help take our guests to a faraway place. Well, that sounds good, although many will stop by just out of curiosity. And for cupcakes, I guess. I'm determined to provide an experience that will leave them wanting more. That's great. It's easy to forget that you're a pretty intense person. Ah, intense? I guess that's the best way to put it. Is that a bad thing? No, not at all. It's something that I like about you, actually. Is that so? That makes me feel relieved. And kind of happy. Yeah, no need to be so anxious. You can relax a little. Relax. I brought some things for relaxation. I was gonna use them during the poetry event. Oh yeah? Like what? Let's see. Yudi rummages through her bag. She pulls out a few candles and a wooden cylinder-shaped object. I did some shopping on the way here, so I happen to have these in my bag. I plan to cover the windows in black paper and use the candles to light the room. I think that would be amazing, don't you? Yeah, that would be really neat. What's that wooden thing, though? Oh, this? It's a diffuser for essential oils. How familiar are you with aromatherapy? Not familiar at all. Is that so? It's one of my favorite contributors to a positive atmosphere. Depending on the oils or herbs you choose, you can change the mood of the air itself. You can even feel it permeate through your body. Relaxation, positive energy, romance, reflection. It's almost like magic. Yudi takes the cylinder and pushes a switch on the bottom. In just a moment, a thin ray of vapor begins to spout through a small hole in the top. Wow, that smells wonderful. What kind of mood is that one for? This is a Jasmine Essential Oil. It's to get in the mood for the chicka wow wow. Okay, I took it a little bit far. It smells a little sweet and flowery, right? Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. I chose Jasmine for the event because it provides more than relaxation. Jasmine enhances your emotions and helps you feel them flow through your body. You feel warmer and your heart pounds more heavily. Is that why you wanted to bring it over here, huh? Don't you think that it'll be perfect for sharing our poems? It does sound suitable, but you seem to know a lot about this, so I'll trust your opinion with anything. She's trying to put me under a love spell. Okay, I'm reading into it too much as well. Yudi smiles gently, clearly enjoying herself. She again reaches into her bag and pulls out several spools of thin ribbon. What are those for? Well, did you purchase the origami paper I asked you to get? Yeah, I have it over here. We won't be using the paper for folding origami. What I'd like to do is write a different word on each paper. We'll need about 100 of them. Oh yeah? What will those be used for? Well, I'm gonna cut pieces of ribbon to hang from the doorway of the classroom. Then we can fasten the paper onto the ribbons and create a doorway curtain. Wouldn't that be beautiful? It would also catch the eye of those passing by the room. It may attract some to peek inside. That's really creative. I had no idea you'd be so good at this, Yudi. Is that so? Well, I suppose I do get a little intense, as you'd put it. Yudi giggles with red cheeks. Is it just me, or is she more relaxed when it's just the two of us? Or maybe it's the excitement she feels from sharing something that she enjoys. Here's a marker, Van Wildenbed. You can write any characters you want. It'll help you once I finish cutting the ribbons. Ah, alright. Sitting on the floor together, the two of us get to work. I carefully draw a different character on each paper, doing my best to manage my bad handwriting. Yudi unravels a long strand of red ribbon on her desired length. Then she reaches into her bag once more and pulls out a pocket knife. Huh? The knife is strangely beautiful. Silver handle has an intricate pattern of waves etched into them. The blade itself is gently tinted blue. Why? Why am I having a hard time reading all of a sudden? That's no ordinary pocket knife. It looks really fancy. Ah. Well, embarrassed Yudi looks away. What is it? You're going to think it's weird. Yudi, whatever it is, I have no reason to judge. To each their own, you know? If you promise you won't be weirded out. Yeah, I promise. Alright. The thing is, I'm kind of into knives. That's why she put that knife thing in her poem, why there was such a focus on the knife. On her cutting. They're just so pretty. I can't help it. That's like... I don't know. Like, there are people that have knives as a hobby, throwing knives, a collection of knives, like, in a kitchen. But just knives because they're pretty? That's a little weird. Okay. I don't know what it is. The combination of craftsmanship and feeling of danger, maybe. Oh, what am I saying? Please don't think I'm weird for this. You're laughing at me. No, I'm not laughing at you. It's just funny how nervous you got about sharing. Well, it's an interesting thing to be into, I guess. But I think it kinda suits you. Suits me? Yeah, it's kind of intense. Besides, it's a really cool looking knife, I can't deny that. It is, isn't it? Yuri relaxes her expression once again. Would you like to hold it? Sure, I'll check it out. Yuri carefully hands me the knife with the handle facing me. I take it and turn it around in my hands. Feels heavy and extremely solid. Where do you even get a knife like this? Curious of its sharpness, I feel the point of the knife with my index finger. Ow! Van Wildenbed, why did you do that? I didn't expect it to be that sharp. I barely touched it at all. It's my fault. I should have warned you. This knife is extremely sharp. It can cut through skin like it's paper. Oh no. A small drop of blood trickles out the side of my finger. Yuri takes my hand and gives the wound a closer look. Is she gonna put it in her mouth? She stares at it and noticeably fidgets. If you're squeamish, I'll go wash it off now. Without warning, Yuri puts my finger in her mouth and licks the wound. Oh, baby! I feel her tongue curl around my fingers. Startled, I instinctively pull my hand back. Oh, please forgive me. I wasn't thinking. Yuri lowers her head, her face burning up. Well, yeah, that's a bit of an awkward moment, I'd say. Yuri, that's the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. How could I do something like that? I'm sorry. Sure, it was a little weird and it took me by surprise, but I guess she was just trying to help, right? Yuri, I think you're overreacting a little. She doesn't lift her head. What if she doesn't recover from this for the rest of the afternoon? Alright, you know what? This might be a stupid thing to do, but I do it anyway. Are you gonna lick her finger now? I take Yuri's hand and lick her index finger in return. Oh, shit! Now she's gonna die of embarrassment! Van Wildenbed, did you just really do that? Now we're even. Whoa! Yuri just looks at me like I did something wrong. I knew that would be a bad idea. If not for the sweet aroma of the jasmine oil, the air would be extremely heavy right now. You're so weird, Van Wildenbed. But I guess that's good. I'm weird because she's weird too, and she knows she's weird. Yuri giggles shyly. Huh? Yuri calling me weird? I have no response to that. Where do you keep your bandages? I don't think I need one actually. It was just a tiny cut. Look, it already stopped bleeding. I see. That's relieving. The tension is quickly lifted. We each resume our respective activities. I watch Yuri's knife cut through the ribbon like it's nothing but air. Meanwhile, I continue to make progress on the paper. After we finish attaching the paper to the ribbons, we lay them all out side by side. It looks better than I expected and will be very effective as a door curtain. It looks great! Good thinking coming up with this, Yuri. Thanks. It's just something I saw online, really. Are you ready to move on to the next task? Yeah, let's do it! What do you have in mind? I'd like to create a banner. That's why I asked you to buy the paint tablets. That's right. One of the items Yuri had asked me to buy was a kit of watercolor paint tablets. You'll need about 6 cups of water to put each of the tablets in. Do you mind fetching those for us? Of course not. 6 cups of water. I'll be right back in a minute. Thank you very much. Oh, and just a little bit of water is okay. If you fill up the cups too much, it will be too diluted. Okay. Taking Yuri's advice, I decided to use small plastic bathroom cups rather than full-size glasses. I put them on a plate to catch any paint that drips, then bring it back into my room. Yuri? Yes? I come in to see Yuri quickly unrolling her sleeve, pulling it back over her arm. Nothing. Your face is a little red. Is it too hot in here or anything? No, not at all. Oh, she saw something. You looked at something in my room, didn't you? There's nothing wrong, so let's mix the paint. Yuri hurriedly dismisses me and takes it upon herself to unwrap the tablets, dropping them into cups. Did you sniff my underwear? Okay, she obviously didn't. So, I thought we would do something simple that would look very nice. I'd like to paint a gradient across the banner, starting with the colors for a sunrise, then daytime, then sunset and nighttime. Once it dries, I'll write an inspirational quote across the banner. We can hang it on the wall behind the podium at the front of the classroom. Neat. What are you gonna write? Well, it'll be more fun to surprise you. Yuri smiles at me. If you say so. After rolling out the banner, Yuri and I kneel on opposite sides so we don't get in the way of each other. Yuri uses a brush and adds a few dots of different colors across the banner to serve as a color guide when we paint. This kind of reminds me of elementary school. Painting on a banner with watercolor feels a lot like the art class projects we had back then. It's relaxing. I'm sorry if this feels too childish. No, I didn't mean that at all. It's fun, you know? Yeah, it is fun. I'm glad you feel that way too. Yuri stops painting for a moment, thinking to herself. For me, I don't need to go out and do crazy things to have fun. In fact, I usually don't even want to. I just like when I can spend time with one other person. Even if it's something simple like reading, it doesn't matter if we don't talk much. Just having a friend next to me makes me feel a little bit nicer. I think that's all it takes for me to be happy. Is that so? Even if Yuri and I are quite different, I can understand where she's coming from. I feel that way about things like anime and games where simply sharing the experience with someone can make me happy. I think I feel the same way. Yuri smiles gently. I knew you'd understand. Yuri leans over the banner to grab an unused paintbrush, but I move at the same time, causing my head to bump into hers. Kya! So sorry! Yuri reels back and I quickly lift my hands in surprise. Are you hurt? No, I'm not hurt. It just startled me, that's all. Sorry, I should have asked you to get it for me. Nah, it's not your fault. Ah, your face. There are droplets of paint on Yuri's face and neck. Lick it off, boy! Is there something on my face? Yeah, I accidentally got paint on you. Sorry, it's totally my fault. I'll get a towel right away. I rush out and fetch a small towel and then I dampen it with hot water. I return to my room and kneel back down in front of her. Oh, isn't that adorable? That's cute. We got her hand on her face and she's like looking at me like, oh, Van Wild in bed. The emotions. Oh, that's just, I love her. And she looks very, actually, you know what? This kind of, it doesn't look cute. It looks like she actually just full on is loving the moment, you know? It's not like a cutesy little act that's going on. Like, she's like so into this because she's so intense. She looks intense right now and I love it. She looks in love with me, you know? And who can blame her? Who wouldn't love this guy? You know? Here. I pat down Yuri's face and neck with a towel. Ah. Is something wrong? It's hot. I just didn't expect it. Sorry. I didn't want to use cold water. Having finished, I start to retract my hand, but Yuri suddenly holds my wrist. Wait. Huh? Just for a little longer. It feels really nice. Ah! I keep my hand still against Yuri's cheek. She looks into my eyes. It's an intense expression that I recognize from when she reads her books. Almost as she's lost in a daze, enveloped by her own thoughts. She breathes gently, half through slightly parted lips. What is happening? Is it the aroma of the jasmine oil giving me this dizzy feeling? Yuri's gentle fingers wrapped around my wrist send a tingling sensation through my arm. And suddenly her face seems to be much closer to mine than it was just a moment ago. Ah. Yuri slowly pulls away. Sorry. I've been feeling a little lightheaded today. I didn't mean to space out. It's fine. The moment is over as soon as it began. Yuri picks up her brush again, but her movements seem clumsier, like she's unable to focus. I remain silent, forced to ignore the event that just transpired. I hesitantly retrieve my own brush and continue following Yuri's example. That should do it. I finish filling the night sky with white dots that looks like stars. Looking at the banner as a whole, it's very pretty and natural looking. I think it came out better than I expected. I'm really happy with the results. Yeah, me too. Are you going to add the lettering now? Not yet. It needs to dry first. That's true, but won't that take a while? Well, perhaps it would be best to leave it here, then have you bring it in the morning. I can do the lettering in the classroom before the event starts. Is that okay? That's totally fine. Wonderful. In that case, I don't think there's anything more for us to do here. Whew! You say that like you're glad it's over. Was I wrong to assume that you were at least enjoying yourself a little bit? No, it's not that. I'm just glad that we managed to get everything done. I see. I am too. I was a little concerned about time. I need to start making dinner soon. So you don't have any time left? I was secretly hoping we would have extra time after finishing the work. Well... Yuri thinks to herself, I think it would be too irresponsible of me to wait much longer. I'm sorry. I was hoping there would be more time as well. It's probably my fault. Sorry for being such a slow worker. No, it's not your fault at all. And the important thing is that we got everything done, right? Yeah. So, I shouldn't be disappointed or anything. Gathering all her things, Yuri seems to look a bit downcast. I understand why. It sounded like she rarely gets the opportunity to spend time with friends in a relaxed environment. That doesn't mean this is the last time it can happen. Cool. Once Yuri packs up, I walk her out the front door. Thank you very much for having me today. No problem. I'm glad I was able to help. Just let me know if there's anything else you need me to bring tomorrow. I will. Well then. Yuri fidgets. I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Wait! I kinda say that without thinking. About today. It's fine that we didn't have as much time as we wanted, because we can do this again. Whenever you want, you can come over or we can go out somewhere. Ah, I forgot, you don't like going out much. As I stumble over my words, Yudi simply smiles bashfully. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say, so... You're very thoughtful, Van Wildenbed. Yudi takes a step closer to me, then briefly squeezes my hand. Whoa, she's getting awfully close! I kind of like that about you. Wow. How am I supposed to respond to that? But I don't even get a chance to as Yudi suddenly pulls back. Is this Sayori? Eh? Hi, Van Wildenbed. Oh, shit! Sayori. Just now, we weren't... It's okay, Van Wildenbed. I just stopped by to say hi. Well, it's nice to see you. I'm sorry, but I'm already on my way to leave. Oh, really? That's too bad. I'm sorry. But we'll all be together at the festival tomorrow, so that's fine, right? Of course! Sayori beams. Yeah, so I'll see you tomorrow. Clearly embarrassed, Yudi hurries off. Damn it, Sayori, I know you're sad and you wanted to say hi, but it was, it's just Yudi. Sayori, I thought you didn't want to come over today. Oh, well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me, so I had to come here and see it for myself. See what? What are you talking about? You know, how much fun you were having with Yudi, and how close you got to her. Makes me really happy. But no, it doesn't, not really. That you've made such good friends. That's all that matters to me. Tears start to fall down Sayori's face. That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, Van Wildenbed? Am I supposed to be happy for you? Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be so much better if I could just disappear. Sayori, don't say that. It's true, Van Wildenbed. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. But we're friends, okay? Like, I don't love you, but we're pals. And that means a lot to me. And I will sacrifice a lot for that friendship. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monika was right. I should just... Monika was right! What are you talking about? Monika was right! What did Monika say to you? You're gonna say I should just kill myself, aren't you? No, Monika is like... When she goes over to Sayori when she's been sitting down, she's been like, hey, you're depressed? You're sad? You should be sad. Guess what? Van Wildenbed loves Yudi and not you. Monika is like up to no good. She told Sayori to go kill herself, didn't she? That's fucked up, man! Monika? Monika was right about what? Sayori, what I said before is true. I'm not gonna let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't the burden your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm gonna be by your side until you don't feel any more pain. But... Sayori looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her. I'm scared, Van Wildenbed. I'm really scared. What are you scared of, Sayori? I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me. Well, that's kinda true, but... Sayori. It's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself. Van Wildenbed. I like you so much that I want to die. That's how I feel. And... That's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I slide my hand down Sayori's arm and squeeze her hand in my own. Do you remember how I said I always know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all of your own feelings, I know what you need the most right now. And that's what I'm gonna give you. Oh my god! Oh my god! Well, this is the... I mean... We gotta say the truth. We have to, like, we're going for Yudi. We're going for Yudi. We love Yudi. We love you. Yudi is intense. She's thoughtful. She's like, she's what we want. You'll always be my dearest friend. I have to say it. What you need most is for things to be like they've always been. Monika told me the truth. She told me how much happier you seemed after I joined the club. I know you're struggling with some really difficult feelings right now, but please trust me that I know what's best and what will make you happy in the end. I promise I'll help get things back to the way they were. I see. Sayori forces a smile through an incredibly pained expression. Is that what it feels like to get stabbed in the chest? I should write a poem about this. Sayori. It's okay. This is just my punishment, remember? For being so selfish. So please don't worry about these stupid feelings. I know you're right. I knew this whole time that there's no happiness down that path. That's why I came here. Just so I could get the answer I needed to hear. And the other thing. You're also right that I just want it to go back to the way it was. I realize that now. You really do know me better than anyone, Van Wildenbed. I'll trust you with anything. Anything at all. So... Sayori's smile finally breaks. All of a sudden, she turns around and drops to her knees. Ah! Clutching her head with both hands, she screams as loudly as she can. I'm so shocked that I don't know how to react. Sayori looks over her shoulder and flashes me one more weak smile before turning around and running off. Sayori! I'm left helplessly standing in the front of my house. Why am I feeling so horrible about this? There's nothing more that I could have done. Well, you could have said you loved her, but that would be a lie and that would be even worse, right? The most I can do is support Sayori through her feelings and help her on the path that's right. But I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is. Well, it's... She loves you, man. There was a point in your friendship where the friendship turned into more than a friendship for her, but not for you, right? Well, maybe it would have been more of a friendship for you if we would have gone down that path, but we chose Yuri. And I'm not going back on that, alright? Not going back. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should be doing something more or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. I'm going to give it everything I've got. Sayori will always be my dearest friend. And I'll do whatever it takes to put a smile on her face every day. She's my friend. She's my pal. She's my friend-zoned. That's terrible. She's depressed and we just... Like, there's so much that just happened. I'm gonna end the episode here, by the way, because it's the day of the festival. Perfect place to end it. But Sayori is... We learn she's depressed. That's actually kind of interesting, you know? There aren't many... Well, I haven't played any visual novels myself where there's been a talk about just outright depression. A game for that matter. I'm sure there are some games, you know, that deal with depression, some indie games and stuff. No, there have been. I've played some indie games for sure that have dealt with depression, even on the channel, right? And suicide and stuff. But yeah, I don't know. In a game that's this popular, I haven't seen the topic being encroached upon. Also, in a game like a visual novel style game like this, that's this popular, right? So it's interesting. That was actually like a really interesting part. I was really into that. You know, I'm really into the characters. They're all so different. I understand why this game is so well received now, because, you know, it's critically acclaimed. It's won awards, you know, this year. Like, I don't think it's won Game of the Year, but like, you know, like PC Game of the Year, IGN, it won that award. And I can understand why. It's pretty deep. It's really interesting, you know. On the surface, it doesn't seem like it's going to start delving into these topics, but it certainly does. And I bet this game's about to get super intense because Monika was telling Sayori to kill herself. Like, I can read between the lines, you know. Like, Monika was right. I should just kill myself is what she was about to say. That's like, what the fuck, Monika? You're sick. What is going on with Monika? Like, a normal girl doesn't do that, you know? That's twisted and it's messed up, but I'm sure we'll find out. I'll see you guys in the next video. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. As always, peace.